We just got different viewpoints, you and me. That doesn't mean we can't talk. We don't have to be enemies.
What's up, guys? Let's get into some stuff today. What do you say? Let's do it. Life's too motherfucking short. No one's promised tomorrow, so let's enjoy today. Let's drive around Memphis. You have got to see. Oh, got to turn on some music. What shit's going on over here? Oh, this is lovely. Bum, bum. Cool. Oh, I need to go the other way. Oh, shit. Oh, what a disaster. Okay. Oh man, I think I turned my one of my protest shirts pink. Looking pretty pink to my eyes right now. Damn it. Right, we're moving. Got one person here with me, waiting on a few more. No real direction today, guys. Just gonna play it by ear and potentially, I don't know, drive around Memphis. Get in some stuff. I'm not gonna stay recording the whole time, but because I got to do some videos, some long format videos. And I have been trying for God knows how long to get this thing, to get my camera and my phone mount to at least halfway work. Not cooperating with me. Hasn't been cooperating with me for 3 days. But I won't stop trying. Won't stop, can't stop. How's everybody doing today? How you doing out there in YouTube world? I'm gonna turn that music down. It doesn't matter. I know they're gonna copyright strike me, but this is just a live stream to introduce myself to you guys, to anybody who hadn't come on over to my channel yet. Try different. What I do is I come live and I try different. What's up, guys? I try different topics. You know, you have a topic drop down list that they give you where you want to put your live stream. So I just go out and I look for good people. Whether it be whatever channel I need to go to find good critical thinkers. Tired of dumb people. Tired of the stupidity in this land of the free of ours. People take it as a badge and honor to be a dumbass. They really do. I mean, some people, the dumber they are, the cooler they are. Apparently, I don't know, man. When we start celebrating stupidity in our country, don't get it. We'll never get it. I mean, if you really think about it, though, if you really think about it, the people who want to celebrate stupidity are usually the ones who did not take the time or effort to go to college and educate themselves. So if you look at it that way, it really does make sense. They're jealous. The dumb people are jealous. So they want to demonize educated people because they couldn't do it. Their brains were too small. They couldn't get out there and apply themselves to try to get a degree in something so they don't have to use their hands their entire lives. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know the answer. All I know is all I can do is what I can do as an individual person. Frustrating. And I think you guys keep going IKEA today. Doesn't sound like a fun video. IKEA in Memphis is going to be closing down. Hey guys, I see your comments. I'll read them in just a minute. Okay. Somebody's got a really long comment. I'll actually pull over to read that comment. So give me a second, Jason, and I'll read your comment. I want to be safe. Safe as I can. All right, pull over into the biggest church in the city, Bellevue Baptist. Largest church in the city. And not gonna lie, it's a little scary. It gives off really vibes of Righteous Gemstones. You guys ever seen that show, Righteous Gemstones? This church gives off that vibe. You know what I'm talking about. Phony. Well, really, that's about the number one thing. Phony. Yeah, I'll turn the camera around in a minute and see this monstrosity to ignorance. Well, let me dial that back a little bit. Not ignorance. Not ignorance. I come in here sometimes and I bag on religion, and it's not religion, it's organized religion. Organized religion is the enemy of this country, without a doubt. It's the enemy of the entire world. Because it gives you an option to be a terrible person, yet think you're going to heaven or wherever. And that's nonsense, man. This afterlife, whatever it is, whether or not you get in, it's not going to be defined on whether or not you spend your time in a mega church every week or any kind of church. That ain't going to get you nowhere. So I'm a spiritual person, and I don't need this place. Never have needed it. When they started asking me for money, and I got a buddy of mine. He puts 20% of his money into church every week. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Why would you do that? Oh, well, we need to spread the message of God. All you're spreading is the message of greed. Giving your money to a snake oil salesman. But if you can read the Bible, and get good out of it to make you a moral person, good for you. But don't fall for the okie doke. I thought I was going to pull over and read your comment. Let me see what it says has to do with. Hold on, man. I got a Circle K here. I'm going to get over here and talk to you, or at least give you a little rundown. Beautiful day here in Memphis. Probably going to be 70. Could be a little warmer, but I ain't complaining. And if I was, who would listen, right? All right. Let me read these comments real quick, at least a couple of them. See how many trolls we got and how many real motherfuckers we have in here. You look like you're in the KKK. Yeah. Well, you look like this. How about that? Hi, good. Yeah, I'm in the KKK, jackass. Look at this shirt, man. Do you not see a shirt? I swear to God, people just wander into rooms and don't know what they're looking at. Dude, you look like this. You look like that. I don't like this. I don't like that. Fucking morons, man. Don't prejudge somebody like that. You're telling me I look like I'm in the KKK and I got a shirt on that says "fuck racism" with a skeleton kicking a KKK member. Come on, man. Do better. Do better. Read the room. Hello. You can never be too jealous because high school degree is a piece of paper. Your house burns down. There goes your diploma. The only diploma I have is amateur radio license. That's great, man. I'm happy for you. Organized religion is bad. People abuse that power. I totally agree with you. Thank you, Ghost. I robbed my uncle in OB. Fuck racism for real. Yes. He's over the shoulder saying you robbed him for trees. UNC. Something a KKK member would do to hide the fact. Yeah. Oh, that's a good reasoning. That's a good reasoning. You know, a KKK member would probably throw on a shirt that says "fuck the KKK." Yeah, that's what I would do in a red state like Tennessee. I would throw on this shirt to get evil looks wherever I go, and people threaten to kick my ass. Yeah, that's because I'm KKK. Man, you gotta be a Trump voter. You have to be a Trump voter to somehow twist your thoughts around to think something like that, man. Do better for yourself, guy. Whoever you are, you really need to do better for yourself. It's the dumbest shit I've heard in 3 weeks. Congratulations, and I've heard a lot of dumb crap. Well, I mean, the guy's got on a fuck KKK t-shirt, a fuck racism t-shirt. So, he's probably a Klan member hiding in plain sight. Duh! My God, people. All right. That's all reading the comments. I read the comments, man. I thought y'all were going to have some serious comments there. And here you are just dumbing everything down. Dumbing everything down. He got on a fuck racism shirt. He must be a racist. Wow. Wow. My God. I got to step out for a minute. All right. I'm back. And in a much better mood. I've heard that before, Joseph. I had to look up something on him. I had to look up some stuff on him. Hopefully he's got I'm sure he does. If he's a musician, he's got to have progressive views. I would say liberal, but you know, everybody's going to come in here and roll me for that. Never mind the fact that this channel that you're on right here, this stream that you're on right here, If you've ever been here before and you've seen any of our long streams or anything like that, you understand that we don't with that kind of crap. We put up with each other, or we accept each other. We accept each other, flaws and all. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, Joseph. That's cool. And then Empty Assassin is gonna do this because he knows that everything I said embarrassed the hell out of him. You should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed with that. I mean, I've seen some dumb comments, man, but that had to be one of the dumbest. Woo! And I'm in Tennessee, boy, so I see a lot of dumb ones. Rob Zombie really let himself go. Thanks, man. Hey, you know what? The other night I was having a conversation with somebody that we visited from out of town, and she hadn't seen me in years. You know, she hadn't seen me with my hair long. Now, the one I get most, I do get the Les Claypool or the West Claypool. I do get the Kid Rock. Kid Rock is the one I get number one. And with my views, I'm a Kid Knocked. Wait, Kid Knocked? Kid Knock. If you could throw a T in there, it would make sense. And the other one, I was in the kitchen. We were all sitting around playing some board games, and you know, everybody. My looks are a topic of everyone's conversation. You know, I sometimes I guess I appreciate that because it brings on conversation, but sometimes I don't appreciate it. You know, when people prejudge me and think that I'm something that I'm not. And that goes for all you people out there. I'm the same. I don't prejudge anybody. If you got purple hair, pink hair, mohawk, I don't give a damn what you have. Okay, prove to me that you're a terrible person. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt always. I'm going to say, you know, okay, here comes somebody. What does he want? He wants to talk to me. Probably a good person. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. You have to prove to Liver Cheese, that's me, that you're an asshole. Okay, you have to prove it to me. And then, you know, when you start getting negative and you start throwing physical attacks on somebody, you don't belong in this chat right here or this stream right here, because we ain't about none of that stuff. All right. We're about love, peace, forgiveness, leaving the planet a better place. And if you ain't on board with that, see ya. All right, let me see what else we got. Amen, brother. Thank you, Joseph. Another YouTube genius intellect. Okay, thank you, a hard to please guy. I appreciate that. What is it about me that you seem to want to come in here and throw salt on me? What is it? What did I do to you? Did I upset you with some of my normal views? You know, all these people on both sides want to normalize bullshit. Focus. Culture wars gone. If you're in here and you're wanting to come after somebody for no reason, then you're what I call a victim of media. You probably fear everybody. You probably never say anything like that, and they're all gone. See, I ran everybody off. That's what I do. I run the trolls off. They either want to stay and get educated, or they want to run away like the little bitches they are. No, you're not a terrible person. Who are you? Empty Assassin. I never said you were a terrible. Well, maybe I did say you were a terrible person. Are you the one who's I don't know. You could be one of the many hundreds of trolls that I encounter every day. I don't dislike you as a person. I dislike your views. Yeah, liver cheese, man, like the lunch meat. You ever had the lunch meat liver cheese? You either hate it or you love it. There is no in between, but it is an acquired taste. You can grow to love it. That's me. That's me. You either hate it or you love it. Forgive me, bro. Damn. Empty. You want to talk, bro? You want to talk like a real person? I will talk to you like a real person, man. That's one thing that I will say is in our group, when we do get subs come over from my live streams, many times I have turned around people who want to come in and talk politics immediately. Who'd you vote for? You know, I don't like that question. I'm whoever I voted for, I'm way more than that. And I know you're way more than that. Empty, if you want to talk, man, I guarantee you we got a lot in common, brother. I guarantee you we got a lot in common. Promise you. And I came in a little hot. You said something that, you know, kind of, that's me though. Sometimes I get triggered. Sometimes, and I think that's why a lot of people jump on my channel. They think they can trigger me all the time. But the ones who trigger me all the time eventually wind up being good friends. You know, there's trolling. Trolling can be a game, man. Trolling can be fun. Trolling can be fun. I troll on Facebook all the time. Gets me in trouble. But trolling, it can be fun. It can be a game. But when you start getting personal with attacks, then it's over that line. All right, because that's stuff you wouldn't say out in public. You may say a lot of things on here behind a keyboard, but face to face, you wouldn't come up to me and talk about how, you know, maybe you would. I haven't encountered it yet though, and I've been YouTubing for 2 years now. Never encountered a person who come up to me. You know what? You're an ugly son of a bitch. That's never happened. Never. Thank you, Rick Marr. What's up, Evan Johnson from Wisconsin? Empty Assassin, if that's what you're doing, man, if that's what you're doing, I'll pull it back if you'll pull it back, okay? I'll pull it back for you because you may just be a troller. And a lot of times, like I said, trolling can be fun. It can be a game. But really, at this point in our country and in the world, I mean, a lot of people are wanting kindness, bro. They're wanting kindness. So, you know, if you go on my channel and check out my videos, I was a First Amendment auditor turned a humanitarian. I don't know. I've always been that. I've always been both of them. But I want more kindness to come out. So if you want kindness in your life, I know you can't tell because I attacked you. But if you look at my videos, you'll see that's the kind of person I am. I'm a peaceful person. I just want people to live in harmony. It doesn't even have to be in harmony. Just survive, live with each other without talking about each other. You know what I mean? And just, we have to live together. We have to. Okay? Even if you hate Mexicans, Mexicans ain't going nowhere. If you hate white people ain't going nowhere. If you hate black people ain't going nowhere. We live in the greatest country in the world because of the fact that we are so diverse. I was definitely trolling at first, but I stayed. You seem cool. You remind me of Asmongold. I don't mean it disrespectful or political. Empty Assassin, apology accepted. Now accept my apology. Okay. Thank you for that. Now I'm going to give you an apology to you. I've got a strange personality, man. Some things set me off, and you know, one of your comments, I guess, just happened to set me off. Again, I'm breathing now. We're talking as people. I appreciate you very much because I think that you would be good on this channel. I think you need to come on over and check out our nightly live streams. We're going to do a big one tonight. We're going to be in the studio and we're going to be playing games. What I try to do is I try to pull people from all sides. Okay. Because we're in a state where we focus on one thing. Who'd you vote for? What are your religious beliefs? In the 70s and 80s, I'm a Gen Xer, bro. We didn't ask those questions. Those questions were never meant to be broached unless maybe you're at a party or something and you feel very comfortable with somebody. Then you can start talking about those things and you can give your points and your reasonings for what you believe in. But to just come in and you know what I mean? We need to, and that's what we do on my channel. Okay. We get atheists, agnostics, Christians, all different types. It's slipping my mind right now for some reason. We get Trump voters. We get liberals. We get progressives. We get a lot of these. We get a lot of libertarians. I don't think I've ever met one that I really didn't like. Okay, because I know what they're about, and they stand for that, but they're also critical thinkers. I hats off to libertarians. Okay, and this is coming from a progressive. I respect you. And we can talk about those things once we get in and start playing games and stuff, and we play trivia. We do all this stuff, man, and I try to entertain as best I can. We have some people that are regulars that come in every time I'm doing a stream, and they hunt me down. And they hunt me down. That sounded kind of scary, didn't it? So I apologize to you, Assassin, for liver cheesing you. I get angry sometimes, and you do too, and everybody does. And we need to be able to pull it back, though. Actually, Assassin, really what our channel is about, it's not red versus blue, it's the 1% versus you. And I think a lot of people can get on board with that message on both sides. When we really shut out the bickering and start to figure out who is putting these culture wars out there, they're putting it out there, man, because they want to take all your money. The top 1% has destroyed our planet. It destroyed our planet. Kindness didn't do nothing but get walked all over. Well, Master Rage Baiter. Master Rage Baiter. Yeah, bro. I love it. YT supports liberals. Man, I get what you're saying there. I get what you're saying. Kindness don't do nothing but get you walked all over. I think that's changing. I think it's changing. And that's one of my goals is I want to, everybody thinks that being a man means that you gotta run over people and bully people and force your opinions on them. I just don't believe in that, man. I believe actions speak louder than words. Go out and do good things and show people the good things and videotape things. Videotape? What would it go back to 1982? Capture moments that you think will help other people. That's what I want to do. I want to capture little bits of goodness. And I'm forced to do that because I was shadow banned on YouTube because I'm a First Amendment auditor. Hence the reason I'm here doing live streams. It's the only way I'm able to pick up subs because they're not letting my audit videos get seen. I don't do politics or religion. Good for you, Rick Moore. I wonder what the underside of your toenails smell like. You don't want to know that, brother. Everyone can believe in whatever they want, and everyone has an opinion. That's what makes us different. Thank you, Hustlefell. I appreciate that. Ha, 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 Ty Webb. Ha, ha, I don't know. Maybe he's laughing at my hat. Wouldn't be the first time. All right, where do we want to go today, guys? I want to get out and explore. It's lovely today, and I want to get out into Memphis. So if you want to come with me, come on with me. All right. Let's head on into Memphis. Let's see what we can get into today. All right, here we go. Maybe I'll turn the camera around so you can see the lovely views that are Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee. I love my city. Love my city so much. Fight for my city. But there are a lot of parts of my city that aren't pretty. They aren't pretty. That's okay. We're working. We're working, man. Memphians defend their city to the hilt. Oh, goodness. A lot of traffic, too, as you can see. All right. I'm gonna flip the camera around just a minute so you can see I'm on Sam Cooper Boulevard driving downtown or towards, let's go towards Midtown. Let's do some Midtown stuff today. I do love downtown, but I do love Midtown too. And you know, who knows? If you stick around with me, I don't know how long I'm going to stream because I got to shoot some videos too. But if you hang around with me for a little bit, then maybe you'll get an idea that Memphis is not really exactly what they say it is on the news and on TV. We got crime, but what big city doesn't have crime? Am I right? I'll try to read as I'm driving, but I don't want to. Let's ride. Hell yeah, man. Somebody's on board. Let's do it, man. Let me turn the camera around for you guys so you can at least, well, shit. I can't do that right now. Let's listen to some music. I have no idea. I have Sirius XM, so it could be anything that comes on. Here we go. That's a good one. For my Gen Xers out there. Nineteen. Oh, we got a fire. Holy shit. Oh no. Something on the other side of the road. I'd get over there if I could, but there's no way to turn around. There was a wreck and something's on fire. But I'm on the interstate. I'm on Sam Cooper. I can't turn around. I would love to do that. Hopefully everybody's okay over there. You send out any positive thoughts or prayers or vibes or anything like that, whatever you believe in, send it to that person right back there who just wrecked their vehicle. I hate that, man. Nineteen. It was smoking bad too. Hopefully everybody's okay. When did Motley Crue become classic rock? Is it still on MTV? Oh, the speed limit is through here. All right, let me get out of these people's way. I love that song. It's a strange transition from 1985 to Milkshake. Okay. All right. Oh, I got some long comments, man. I got it on cruise control right now, so maybe I'll read them. I live in Florida. I drive past a serious wreck every week. It's insane. Yeah, people, slow down. Slow down. You know what's worse than drunk driving? Driving a car when you haven't slept in 40 hours. Oh my gosh. What you doing, man? Get you some sleep. I like this song, but I'm gonna change it. I'm not feeling it right now. Oh, is it okay to listen to Smash Mouth again? I mean, are they too cheesy? Have they crossed that threshold where now they're nostalgic so we can accept that they were a cheesy band from the 90s and just enjoy their music? You're a rock star. Only shooting star. Get up on Highland. Oh, shit, I got off too early. Got off on the wrong exit. It's okay, we'll make it right. Homeless guy right here. Don't have anything for him. I rarely carry cash. Right here. I'd give you some if I had it, bro. Hey, you stay safe, okay? Tough out there, man. I wish I had $1 million so I could help every one of those people out. I don't know, man. Homeless is one of those things that it sucks. Shouldn't happen. Why are y'all stopping here? Is it red? What are you doing? What the hell are you doing, man? Stopped in the middle of the road. Is Nickelback still cringe or is it nostalgic? Empty, that's a good question, man. I'm not going to answer that one. Oh, shit, it's making me turn. Got to turn this way. I'll say this about it. I've seen Nickelback. I saw them right before they got big, man. I saw them down at the New Daisy Theater. It was a smaller theater. And I wasn't impressed. I'll explain why I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed because the lead singer he just kind of sits in one spot. He doesn't talk a lot. He's talented. They got talent. But Nickelback, they're just one of those bands, man. All their stuff kind of started sounding the same. And I've got one for you, Assassin, Empty Assassin. I love Fits in the Tantrums. How about Collective Soul? How about Collective Soul, Empty Assassin? Those guys are I never thought they were cheesy. I've always liked Collective Soul, but I haven't really known what they've been doing for the last, I don't know, 5-10 years. I haven't heard anything of them. So the other day, YouTube did that for me. They threw on I was just listening to music on YouTube, and they threw up a video of Spit Me Out that was an acoustic version that was recently done, and it sounded wonderful. They look great, man. They've aged really well. Lead singer, you know, he's got longer hair, but it's gray, but it's gray and black mixed together. He wears shades now on stage. He's getting into the song, got on this freaking suit, rhinestone suit. I was like, yeah, okay, Collective Soul. I'm kind of digging it, man. Hadn't seen you guys in a while. But to hear them still out there putting out their music and kind of, you know, making some of it different by making it acoustic, I want to go see Collective Soul. I watched 2 videos from them that were current, and it made me want to go see Collective Soul. So I will be searching Collective Soul out. I need to see those guys. For some reason, back in the 90s, I just didn't ever get around to seeing them. But I loved them. But I don't know if you would put them in the same category with Nickelback and Smash Mouth. I don't know. Maybe you can. Some of those guys, man, you know, they age and they go out and they tour, and you know, how much is too much? You know what I mean? When a band gets to the point where they're not Motley Crue, they shouldn't tour anymore. Bon Jovi shouldn't tour anymore. He blew his voice out. Def Leppard, you can keep touring. They're still hanging in there, putting out music that nobody listens to, but that's okay. Their fans listen to it. What are some other bands that need to hang it up that are still out there touring? There's a lot of bands out there touring with like one original member, like Boston or 38 Special. They just have replacement members with maybe the drummer or something. Christ, that's what Gen X looks like now. Poor Limp Bizkit. I look like poor Limp Bizkit, or say, okay. Yeah, it's sad, but all bands have an end. Yeah, it does. They do. With AI, I can make any band. Yeah. Yeah, you can do some cool things with AI. But AI is scary, man. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of creeping me out a little bit. Where did I see a good use of AI? Oh, I'll tell you a good use of AI. Probably the best use I've ever seen, actually. If you've ever watched the show Ted, I'm not talking about the movies. I'm talking about the series. I think it's on Peacock, I believe. If you ever get a chance, watch that. I mean, it is funny. Very funny. They have a scene that I'll never forget where the dad, he's a Republican, and it's set in 92 or 93, something like that. And he wants to meet Bill Clinton to cuss him out and go off on him. And Bill Clinton winds up coming to a donut shop, and he walks in. I'm not going to ruin it for you, man, but there's a scene in there that they AI Bill Clinton. He starts going off on this guy. And I'm not going to lie, man, it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It's in season 2. Not sure what episode. It may be 6 or 7, something like that. But I don't know. Look it up if you get a chance. It's great. It's great. What else we got? Yeah, it's true with bands. You know, I just don't like to see bands that are barely hanging on, that don't sound good anymore. They're kind of killing their legacy. And I hate to see that. But some of them, that's how they're surviving, I guess. So I don't even know where the hell we're at, guys. We're just driving. I can make Metallica sing about how incredible Barbie is. I stole pocket lint from South Korea. Oh, man. That's an interesting statement. another band, Third Eye Blind. Third Eye Blind was never a cheesy band. They were Third Eye Blind kind of they've got a really heavy fan base. Even today they do. And who didn't love the video for How's It Gonna Be and Jumper? Ooh, there's the Pink Palace. We could go in there, but it looks pretty damn crowded. We're still on spring break. Got a lot of school buses out there. All right, we'll get out of the car in a minute, but I'm going to take you down here and show you something that Memphis has recently done that I'm kind of like, why did you do that? So come with me. Yeah, Third Eye Blind survived the cheesy 90s label. I think they're a cool band. I think they're still cool. Girl, it's like sunburn. Ooh, that girl's like a sunburn. You ever had a girl that's like a sunburn? I think I can get in from over here, and I'm going to get out of the car and we're going to walk, and I'm going to show you some things. Go on a little adventure together. You can find a place to park. I can write a song too. Yeah, let's do a little walk-see here. I got a couple of things I could tell you about. A few things actually. Yeah. This could be a good little video. All right, I'm going to park right over here and we'll get out and we'll talk. Jeez, they got everything blocked off. Can't park. Here we go. All right, let's see if I got anybody with me to go on my walk. Tired of spring break already. The gels are piled up. I've been drinking coffee since 8 a.m. Hey, Assassin. Check it out, brother. You look like a stereotypical looking liberal white man in America. The ones I see on TV. Really? You've seen somebody like me? Show me. Please. I haven't.
Hey, go to my Instagram, cat_Corbett. You'll see some photos I unearthed from the early 2000s. Yes,
All right, sorry about that.
Early on, and then just
I'm gonna turn the camera around.
certainly has proven herself to be one of the greatest fun people ever of anything. And yeah, so it was just such a great time in music, and this certainly was the gateway song for all of us to follow.
All right, here we go. You don't have to look at my ugly ass face anymore. least for now. Yeah, Assassin, I'm kind of the same way, brother. I'm a coffee fanatic. Coffee fanatic, man. Nectar of the gods, if you will. All right, where we're at today, right now, guys, we are at, you know what? I'm going to turn the camera around and I'll just flip it when I need to flip it. How about that? All right, here we go. All right, guys, we're right here. I wanted to show you this because we're in an area that is really cool in Memphis. It's the fairgrounds. This used to be where Mid-South Fair came in. This giant lot right here. But there's a lot more happening here. Because if you walk this way, you'll see that we have a stadium. It's called the Mid-South Coliseum. Not open anymore, hadn't been open for years. But this is where Jerry Lawler and a lot of other WWE stars from all over wrestling had been in this roundhouse. So it looks here. It was built in the 60s. It's not a beauty, but I wish it was open again. I saw Def Leppard in this building. I saw Journey, my first concert, Frontiers, in this building. Saw New Edition in this building. I've seen Tesla, David Lee Roth, Poison. David Lee Roth when he was with Steve Vai, Skyscraper tour. But I'm going to turn around and show you it from a distance right now. And the city said we didn't need it anymore. We opened up a FedEx Forum downtown where the Memphis Grizzlies play. So they kind of shut this one down years ago. And I wish they had it because it holds about 8 to 10 players, maybe 6 to 10. And those that number are kind of getting hard to find. It's that number where up and coming groups they want to use this. Instead of using 20,000 seater downtown, they're not going to fill it. So now we have this sitting over here. It's been sitting over here for decades. Another interesting thing, all of this area right here beside it says Memphis Sports and Event Center. That used to be a theme park. Yeah, we used to have a theme park in Memphis called. It was right over there. Elvis's favorite roller coaster was towards this side. It's called the Zippin' Pippin'. And it's all gone now. And that's be sad. Sad for me. You hate to lose things that were important to you as a child. So we come up on the Coliseum. I've got a real quick story I want to tell you about the Coliseum, since we're all hanging out here. Man, as I'm walking up on it, it looks so much smaller than I remember. So much smaller. Elvis has played here. Led Zeppelin has played here. The Beatles have played here. So it's got a lot of history. But the history I want to tell you about today, I told you about a lot of the concerts that I went to in here. But this story is about a concert in 1984, maybe 5. Cheese was 13 or 14 years old. and then what year it was. I can't remember exact date. But I came up here, lied to my parents, told them that I was going to a baseball game. Now, right down here, the Memphis Chicks played. It was a baseball team. The stadium's gone now. But they thought I was going to that. I wasn't. I was going to this. I was going to sneak in. They had an all-day concert called Fresh Fest 85. Houdini, Run DMC. Those are the two I remember. But there were a bunch of bands that played. So it was a rap concert, or rap, hip-hop, R&B, whatever. And I was 13, 14 years old. I wanted to come to that concert so bad. So I did. I came to the concert, tried to get tickets, came up here. And I got mugged. I got mugged right here. Right here. I went in, saw how much tickets were, came back out. I was with my buddy, 13 years old, maybe 14. And we walked down this after we realized we weren't going to be able to get into the concert. We were going back over to the stadium. And some guy said, "You got any money?" I said, "No." And he kept following me. And then he kind of reached down and grabbed my pocket. Now, you got to remember, I was 13 years old. So there's some random stranger tapping on my pockets thinking that I lied to him. And I did lie to him because I had money, but I had like $10 to my name. And this guy saw that I had something in my pocket. He tried to reach his hand in my pocket and pulled out a 10. And then he called his buddies over and they all got around me. And they said he lied. He didn't have any money, and he does, so he lied to us. And one of them came up from behind me and sucker punched me. And nobody helped. Nobody helped. 13-year-old boy got sucker punched right here. And of course I said, "Here, take anything I got." And I gave them all my money. And I went back to the stadium over there, humbled, and did not tell my mom about it until the next day. And she had me call the police out to where we were living at the time and file a report. So, but the moral of the story is this. It was an all-black crowd that day. And you know, Memphis is now, what, 70% black? 60-something% black? But a lot of people out there, you have one or two incidents happen in your life by a different race, and then you lump them all together. I didn't do that. I was a young, impressionable child who got mugged. And, you know, I was young enough to know that, hey, that doesn't represent all these guys. I just got caught up in a bad thing. See if there's any comments here. Nice. Empty. I appreciate you hanging around, bro. You don't have to. We're straight, man. Me and you are straight. I hope you hit that sub button. I want to see you to tonight's, maybe not tonight. You can come break and talk to other people who also want to take a break. Come on over and see me over there. I'll let you on if you want to come on. I have the ability to put 10 people on. Sometimes we get 4 or 5 on and we're talking about music, or we're talking about trivia, or we're talking about whatever. Could be dogs, could be animals, could be music, could be picking, because I'm a picker. What I do for a living. I'm a reseller. I have more for you, because what I'm walking towards right now is the Liberty Bowl. Liberty Bowl Stadium. Simmons Bank Liberty Bowl. It used to be called just the Liberty Bowl. And what's happened with the stadium is the University of Memphis has torn it up to add less seats. They used to hold 65,000. Now it holds 40,000. But, you know, they showed all these great pictures. And I don't think it looks so great. Tell me what you think. It's looking better than it did. I came over here last week and looked at it, and I was like, oh, that looks terrible. And you'll see what I'm talking about, because all they did was really, they took one side out of the stadium to add new boxes up top. And the problem is the stadium was from the 1960s. So how do you incorporate that look and make it modern and current? And this is what they've done so far. It's just one side. I'm going to take you over here on the other side. And if you're still in here, I really want to know your opinion as to whether or not you think it looks okay or if it looks terrible. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. You know, I grew up my entire life looking at the original Liberty Bowl. So I'd like to know some outside opinions. I'm jaded. You can see the seats over there on the other side through the construction. I'm jaded on it because I know how it used to look. And I thought it looked classic. I didn't think it looked bad. So they try to modernize everything. I got to catch up with Assassin. Now, Assassin, I want you to know this. Normally, I'm not an iced coffee guy. I like my Joe regular. I'm okay with any kind of coffee. Yeah, guys, get a look at it and let me know what you think as far as, I mean, it's supposed to be done this year by football season. This is supposed to be done. They're taking long enough. But okay, you got to get a side view to really understand what it is that I'm talking about, because let me try to get a good angle. All right. There's the classic side. That's what it used to look like. Now I'm going to roll over here and you see what they did. They tore out that entire side, which used to look like that side, and they've made it look like this. And to me, it doesn't look classic. It looks like I don't know, man. I can't even describe what it looks like to me, really. It looks like they tried to modernize this classic look, and it's like, I don't think they succeeded. We'll have to see. I want to see if they're going to change the color of this backside right here to match the rest of the stadium. If they do that, it might be okay. But I don't know, man. Early reviews from me. I don't really dig it that much, but I don't know. It could become pretty real quick. I'm going to sit down and read your comments if you have any. It doesn't fit. It looks ugly. Thank you, man. Might as well just redo the whole thing. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Thank you for that, man. I thought I was going crazy. I thought I was going crazy when they did it. And I'm still, the verdict's still out. Again, I think that they can do some things over here. They've still got a few months left. But to me, it's just like you said, it's pointless. Why didn't you just make a whole new stadium? And they spent a lot of money on it too. A whole lot of money. All right. I got a couple more little stories and then I'll just shut the heck up and let you guys get on with your day. Right over here in that general vicinity was Tim McCarver Stadium. Tim McCarver Stadium was home of the Memphis Redbirds and the Memphis Chicks, AA and AAA. They started AA, Chicks left, Redbirds came in. They're now downtown. So they have a beautiful stadium downtown, so I'm not going to talk about that. But the stadium that they had over here was nice too. But it was time for an upgrade. So they tore it down. I have two stories for you on this baseball stadium that's not there anymore. If you allow me that. Man, we used to be, I was a poor kid growing up. Sorry about that. I was a poor kid growing up, so we had this baseball stadium over here. And a lot of times I couldn't even afford to get into a Chicks baseball game. So what we would do is we'd come out here and we sit in this parking lot while they played. And then we would wait till the seventh inning. If you know anything about baseball, a lot of places after the seventh inning, you can come on in. So, us being poor white trash. I mean, I'm not going to lie about it, but that was our entertainment on a Friday and Saturday night. We would come out here, catch balls in the parking lot. And then once the seventh inning hit, we would go on in and check it out. But that's not one of the two stories. The two stories I want to tell you are pretty good, actually. I think you'll like these stories. But I got to get over here and show you a visual. All right. So, right back here, all of this area was a baseball stadium, Tim McCarver Stadium. Now, right back here in this corner, there was a track. And that's where Liver Cheese, that's where I ran during regional finals. They had a track right over there. But the first story is we had Bo Jackson on our team. And he came in here, and right about down there somewhere was home plate. And he hopefully you can see, I'm trying the best I can. He got up there one day. Also, Michael Jordan played for us for a little bit too. But Bo Jackson got up there one day. I wasn't at the game, but he hit a ball from somewhere over here all the way over onto, there was a track over there. He hit it 500 and something feet into the center of that track field. It had 500 plus feet to the center, dead center of that track field. I think they put up a marker for it, if I remember it correctly. Bo Jackson. And here's the stadium again from the side view. So from the side, maybe, just maybe, if they can get that together over on that side, we'll have something. Maybe. All right. I'll come right over here and show you where the track was. I used to be a pretty good runner in high school and in college. And we'd come right over here and run regionals, Gollum now. It sucks losing things like that. Oh, shit. It sucks losing things like that in your life. But it's part of life, I guess. Progress. Sometimes progress can slow down, I think. Keep those old things that we had. I don't know. Getting a little sentimental here. What have they done to my childhood? But onwards and upwards, I guess. Guys, if you're not from Memphis and you know about our reputation here, and I just told you a story about it. I got mugged over there in 1985. All in all, it's an okay place. You just gotta. It's like any major city, man. You can't put yourself in bad situations. You got to be smart about that. You know, you could be in the safest city in the world, but if you put yourself in bad situations, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever, wind up in the wrong places, then things can happen. There's not a place out there that's 100% safe, but we also don't need to hide from the fear. Things happen. Sometimes things happen to you, and you think, why did they pick me? Why this? Why that? We don't know. Just a random act, I guess, but I don't know. Don't let it jade you towards other humans who would be pissed to hear that story too. I don't tell that story a lot. Just part of my past that I just Again, here's the stadium one more time. Heading back over to my vehicle, and I'm gonna I don't know, figure something else out to get into. Maybe I'll go to Midtown, walk around a bit. Maybe I'll go to the zoo. The only thing about the zoo today is on Tuesdays in Tennessee. If you ever visit Tennessee and you're there on a well, it doesn't matter. It's for residents. If you're a resident of Tennessee, our zoo on Tuesday is free. It's free. So it's always very crowded on Tuesdays. Okay, hold on. I'm seeing something here, guys. If you're still there, check this out. Okay, I just now realized something. If you look right up there really closely at the add-on, you see the part that kind of wraps around right there. That gives me hope, because now that's telling me that they're going to connect that to the original stadium and maybe make it, if they make it concrete like that color right there and they have that wraparound, okay, I could get on board with that. I don't know that that's what's going to happen, but it looks like that's what they're attempting to do right there. Fascinating. Maybe I'm not so upset about it. I did say the verdict's still out. Oh, man. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. And if you're not, hopefully you're hanging out with me, and, hopefully you're going to get a little bit of entertainment out of it. All this area. Man, we used to have a Mid-South Fair that came through here, and all of this area just full of rides, full of good time. The Mid-South Fair was 2 weeks every year. And what's happened is they've moved the Mid-South Fair to DeSoto County, a less urban area, if you will, because they perceived it to be safer out there. And that sucks. That sucks for us law-abiding citizens, who want our fair. Our fair's gone to Mississippi. It's about 30 minutes from here. All right. Here we go. Who's still here? Anybody? Let me see. I've been to North Carolina and Ohio. Maybe don't have enough money. Yeah, that could be too. Might as well just redo the whole thing. Okay, that's where I left off. maybe don't have enough money. They did spend a lot of money on it. I don't know if they're struggling to get any finances now, but you know how that is, Assassin. Anytime you got a big construction project like that, that money is going to quickly disappear. Not suggesting anything illegal is going on, but you never know. Could be. Maybe don't have enough money. Go ahead. I've been to North Carolina and Ohio. I've been to both. I've been to North Carolina shortly. I like North Carolina. I go to Ohio. I used to go every year because we go to Cedar Point to ride the roller coasters. Haven't been in a while. Need to get back up there. Ohio's pretty. Can't judge it until it's finished, I guess. You're right, man. Don't judge a book until it's completed. It made no sense. I took another term and kind of flopped that into it. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. Assassin, I appreciate it, man. I hope that you did sub the channel, and I hope that I can see you at some point in our live streams. We will have one tonight where we're going to be winding down a little bit and relaxing. I go on at 8 o'clock tonight. I have some people on the West Coast who like to see me, so I don't go on too late or too early because of them out there. But that's going to do it for me, man. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Cooler heads prevailing, and it means a lot that you stuck in here with me, man. Means a lot to me. I appreciate you. If you want to come on live tonight or any night and talk to me, then we can talk. But until then, I'll just leave this with you. It's not red versus blue. It's the top or the 1% versus you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm signing out, guys. If I decide somewhere, I go somewhere that's cool, I might pull up another live. You never know. But until you see me next time, man, CTG out. CTG means critical thinkers. And you're a critical thinker, Empty Assassin. So come see us. Until then, see you next time.